Yo, what's good with you, interweb? This is your man Q back again, and my apologies. I understand that this mid-May month list probably should have came earlier, but I mean, seriously, we dubbed this officially the month of Tears of the Kingdom. And really, I was almost hesitant about making this list because, seriously, what's everybody else playing? Anything that gets caught up in this whirlwind of Zelda, yeah. But before we go any further, if you're new to the channel and you like the content that you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make new RPG content here daily on the channel with that geekly twist. I, like many men,
wish death upon me, blood in my...
I'm sure, didn't even know what the hell Fuga Melodies 2 was, let alone that it had a part 1, and not only that it had a part 1, but the part 1 did really well and had a cult following, hence it having a part 2. And much like one of my favorite 90s cartoons, Bucky O'Hare,
in another dimension, another time and space, a parallel universe is falling on its face.
Melodies of Steel's main cast are animals, and not just the fully anamorphic being big bad Beetleborg human types. No, full animal cast in an RPG setting. After saving the world from a giant tank, the Tyrannus, the children, the furries, return home to a life of peace. And well, this is an RPG, so drama ensues. One day, half of their numbers become trapped inside the giant tank Tyrannus as it goes on a rampage, leaving the atrocity, strife, and the city and hearts broken everywhere. The children and their new friend Vanilla climb aboard their foe and
let the battle begin.
Fuga Melodies of Steel 2 is a fast-paced tactical tank RPG which has some pretty interesting special power-up functions, like the ability to sacrifice a child when their HP drops. Along with a kinda dark and heavy backstory, the game has a judgment feature that also allows you to determine and help which direction the story goes. Fuga Melodies of Steel 2 is definitely a refreshing take from the norm in both story and delivery. The game dropped on the 11th for Steam, Xbox One, Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, Sony PlayStation 4, which means it's plays for 5, basically all the systems for $59.99. I mean, it's Zelda, so what else can I say? It pretty much slurped up the whole month of May and maybe the year. We still gotta see what Final Fantasy 16 gonna do. I mean, I got hope. I'm praying. Aerith, shine your light on me. No, seriously, what else can be said about Tears of the Kingdom at this point that hasn't already been seen or said? The game's already been out a week, and even if you not already knee-deep in them rupees and fairies, you've seen the game some way, somehow, in some fashion. Even if you're not a Zelda fan, I mean, you can't avoid Zelda. Run further, swim faster, build better. The game isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and you can tell we need to switch, see what I did there, to a new Switch quick, fast, and in a hurry. Nintendo? Link has more depth to him, minus the minus arm. No worries about spoilers. I won't go too far into the Hyrulean stew. What I will say is, it's easy to get wrapped up in the world by land, by air, or by sea. It's like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild had a baby, and this is the tear Zelda cried. Besides that, we still really do need a new Switch. And well, I really like to see Link talk. I know he ain't never gonna talk. I know. Maybe if there's a Zelda movie one day. Till then, I just hold on to.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
The game is a Game of the Year contender and pretty much the unanimous winner, and it's only May. Definitely a must-have Switch game with hours upon hours upon hours of endless things you can do, see, build, and do again before you beat the game. But beat the game. Why? Because, well, Final Fantasy 16 is coming pretty soon too. Beat the game? Why you want to do the game like that if you already beat the game? Like, for real? Why you want to take the game out in the back and beat the game like that? Just, you're supposed to light a candle, get some incense, pour you a little glass of wine, if you of age, of course, and enjoy. Make love to a game like this. Take your time a little bit.
You ain't gotta rush the game away. It's always gonna be another day. Time to make love and a time to play. What I'm trying to say is take Zelda slowly.
It's a Zelda game, so obviously it's a Nintendo exclusive. It dropped on the 12th, and the game is, yep, a whopping $70. We're gonna need an upgrade soon, Nintendo. I said it twice just here in this little monologue-ish, but for real, we're gonna need an upgrade of a Nintendo Switch soon. Y'all out here still serving up ass bacon for internet and charging $70 for AAA titles, which we bought, but we gonna need pure native resolution. And I know it's Zelda, but first it's Zelda, then it's Mario, then it's Metroid, and then it's a baby in a baby carriage. And last but not least, an RPG which has been moving dates still, which is why I have it at May 31st, because by the time of this list, it's still no word exactly when it's coming out in May, or if it's going to be pushed to a later date. WrestleQuest is a 2D pixel turn-based RPG developed by Mega Cat Studios and published by Skybound Games, and reminds me of a golf story, which I loved. Pro wrestlers from back in the day like Macho Man Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake Roberts, and a whole bunch of other icons, hopefully Bret the Hitman Hart, who mostly seem like they're either deceased or not a part of WWE no more, can mentor you or offer you guidance as you powerbomb your way to glory beyond the ring. Choose your moves, styles, taunts, and even your entrance as you learn to take on more cream of the crop pros, kind of like the old No Mercy for 64 or the NWO versus the WCW Revenge. Take the hero's journey, which is the main story, or you can even do the icons route and explore the worlds based on your favorite icons' legendary careers. Favorites? I'm still not sure if The Rock or Stone Cold is on it, but we'll see. WrestleQuest will be on Steam, Xbox One, Series X and S, the Switch, PlayStation 4, and 5, and the game's only gonna be about $39.99. But interweb, that's all I have for you for the month of May of the RPGs games that you should be playing. There's a few more, maybe sprinkled here and there. I tried to pick out some of the ones that were like standouts. I mean, seriously, this is the month of Zelda. And next month is the month of Final Fantasy. I hope y'all enjoy. But as always in the web, this has been your man Q, your friendly neighborhood geek. If you did like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. It lets YouTube know you like it, so they can send it out not more only to you, but to other folks too. And if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all things role-playing with a hints of that geekly flavor, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, interweb, remember to eat, sleep, geek, repeat. Holler at y'all later. Peace. For the longest time, I wasn't being legit or for real with myself either, because that was a part of me. And even though I was doing it in secret. And then it just hit me. And that's when it hit me. And that's when I became a geek. Finally, the sleeper has awakened. I am the prince of all geeks once again.